In today's video, I'm going to show you the recent Scenic changes that I've made to my module, as well as my to-do list for future builds. Welcome to Humanity Junction, where the city intersects with humans. One of the big changes that you'll notice on my module are these 4 added pieces of wood. Unfortunately, I've again recently broken my front station platform. So what I've done is I've screwed these 4 pieces of wood to the side of the module, which will basically protect all of the scenery from future damage. Another great feature of these added pieces of wood is that I am now able to flip the module over and work on the underneath side of it. When operating this module, I will be removing these pieces of wood. But having these pieces of wood, I feel a lot more comfortable that I'm not going to damage the module. The most recent changes to the module were on the interiors of the building. To make the interiors, I printed interior images on cardstock that I had scaled down to the correct size. I initially tried printing all the pictures on vellum, but I found that it was better to just print them on white cardstock and then light them from the front. I cut out all the interiors into strips. I did have holes cut in the bottom of my module, so I was able to access all of the scenery from the bottom. I then found the best place to insert the lighting into each building, and then folded the strips so that they would be lit. I chose cool LEDs for all of my station platforms and warm LEDs for all of my interiors to give a difference between the 2 parts of the module. The majority of the LEDs that I used are warm white LEDs from Woodland Scenic's Just Plug It system. I did use one of their blue nano LEDs that I'm going to program to simulate a TV. Additionally, I used an orange LED in one of the building entrances. I used brown cardstock to separate each of the floors so that I could light the upper floors and the storefront separately. The interior floors were made of 2 pieces so that I could fit them in as tightly as possible. I split up the different interiors into different size sections. Some have 3 sections, while some only have 2 or 1 section. This is the enclosure that I made for the orange LED that I'm going to use for the entrance light. I used the white cardstock to help bounce the light around in each section, but then I used the brown cardstock to control it. Once I completed the lower part of the interiors, I used another piece of cardstock to cover the holes in the module. I am doing this to control the light bleed from one scenic section to another. To control all the lighting, I have added additional NCE illuminators to the module. Once I decided where I would place all the NCE illuminators, I used Velcro to hold them into place. I used everything that I had available to weight down the cables as I glued them into place. I really enjoy all of the electrical and electronics components that make up a DCC system. It's really fun putting it all together and then attempting to make it work. One of the items on my list is to complete the DCC programming for all of the lighting to make it look as realistic as possible. While I still need to program the LEDs, I do feel like I have all of the interiors and the lighting done for this module, so now I can move on to the other items on my to-do list. The next item that I would like to tackle is the weathering and the decals on the various structures. I've been avoiding the weathering on this project as it is something that I have never done before. After completing the weathering, I'm going to move on to the trees and the foliage. It is my plan to put trees in front of all the Merchant Row building, as well as on the downstage edge of the module. I picked up some Woodland Scenic's ready-made trees as I really like the autumnal colors. After finishing with the trees, I have a lot of Woodland Scenic's details that I want to add to the module. I really enjoy all of these small details as I feel like they make a big difference in the finished scene. Once all of this is completed, I want to work on some DCC programming to set sequences specifically for the lighting to give day to night and night to day transitions. Please keep an eye out for a future video where I attempt to weather all of the structures on this module. Thank you for watching. Please leave any comments or questions below, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe and select the bell icon to receive notifications. Thanks again, and have a great day.